Making it official.
We are for real. We are recording in progress. Well, hello, everyone. If you guys, I'm going to keep saying this, but if you are with us today, if you can put your email address in the chat for us, because there is a, what is it? There is a, what is that called, Dez? Hold, please.
There's a presentation?
Yeah,
reference guide. Reference guide.
The reference guide that we want to send to you guys. Thank you, Jennifer. So I'm not sure, that could be my mother on, but can you mute her? Mommy, hi mom. I don't know if that's you. If not, hello to whoever Samsung SMG is.
Let me see here. Mute. It won't let me.
There she is. Oh, did they do it? Oh, okay. Well, they're muted.
Okay.
Perfect. You're right, Jen.
All right. Well, we're just going to wait a few minutes, guys, and just wait to see if a few more people join us before we get started.
And feel free, because we are gonna share a presentation that we think really helps with everyone just getting an idea of the oils that we're using and how they're using them. So that way you guys can take pictures of it. But again, at the end, we will be anybody that's on, if you want to share your email address with us, we'll go ahead and send you over the oh my gosh, the chart, the information. I don't know why I want to call it a chart. Not a chart.
The reference guide.
Yes, we will send you our reference guide, but definitely please feel free to get that information. We're going to go over the oils and talk about arthritis oils as well. So
yes,
but that'll be briefly after. Hi, people on Facebook.
Yes. Hi, Facebook people. We can't see you.
Oh, it's Nikki.
Oh. So we've got some people on Facebook. We've got people on Zoom. We appreciate you guys being here with us.
Yes, we do.
Want to give it a few more minutes?
Oh, I think we're good. 5:05. If they come on, we'll send you the reference chart guide. Ooh, hi.
Hi.
Hello. How are you guys?
Good. How are you? Oh, so good. We're gone. Maybe we'll wait for her to come back on. She's like, oh, wrong one. Okay. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Hi, Marva again. We're glad you're back. Again, if you want to share your email in the chat, because at the end of this, we'll show you a reference guide with all the information that we're going to go through today. And if you want us to email you that guide, you can go ahead and put your email on the chat and we will send it to you. And if you're on Facebook, put it in that chat, put it in the Facebook chat.
Yes. And if you don't feel comfortable sharing on Facebook your email in the chat, you can always DM us and we'll see that. And then we'll make sure to email that over to you as well.
Okay. Yes. They're asking on Facebook if they can comment or chat, and I said yes.
Do you see it? 'Cause I
don't. During or after. All right, let's get started. Uh-oh, am I frozen?
No.
Okay.
You were for a second. I'm like, no.
You're good. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. It is 5 o'clock somewhere, including here, it's 5:07. So we wanted to get on and introduce Hope Tree Village. For those of you guys that don't know us, we are a caregiving community. We are now a nonprofit caregiving community where you can, if you're a caregiver, if you know somebody that's a caregiver, you can use this for resources, to get information, to set up wellness events, so that we can just help our caregiving community. I am Bibi, and this is
And I'm Dez. We are the co-founders.
yes.
So a little bit about, I guess we'll jump in. So a little bit about my caregiving journey. I am a caregiver for my mother who has Parkinson's. And in that caregiving journey, we utilize essential oils for my mom, as well as trying to do as much as we can naturally and holistically. And then as well for myself and my family. And just even before right now, I even put some oils on and took a supplement right before we started. So they are very important to our family, and we are grateful for them. And because of that, and in honor of my mom, is why Bibi and I created Hope Tree, and then Bibi will share in regards to her.
Yes. So I too, well, there's my husband and myself, both of us help care for my mom, who has just not issues. I don't want to say issues with her knees, but she does have arthritis and other things going on with her knees. But she also has a colostomy bag. So she had to go through very extensive surgery for some things that happen. So we care for her, but for the most part, she is on her own. We just help her as much as we can. Thankfully, she is less than a mile away from us now. She's no longer in LA. So every Tuesday is one of our days to go over and help her with whatever she needs, but most importantly, to spend Taco Tuesday with her. So we've been doing this when she lived with us. We did Taco Tuesdays, and she said, when I move, you better keep doing Taco Tuesday with me. So we still do that with her. We also help to care. I think my husband's trying to get on right now. We try to help give as much as we can to my husband's mom, who had it's been about 3 strokes. So we help with her every time. So it's a journey that both of us go through, but thankfully we have each other to do that with. So that's why we have our oils and our supplements, and both of us use them. Sometimes he even takes my oils. So but I'm just glad that he likes to use them and to use the supplements, and they have helped us a lot for sleepless nights, for whatever it is, along with helping my mom, and I'll go over that with you guys more later, and his mom as well. So okay, I know my mom's not on, it's not letting her in, so I'm going to help her get on shortly. So that is our story. That is why Desiree and I started Hope Tree Village, is to help the caregiving community and really give back as much as we can, because we know the struggles. So that's why. And that's why we're here, to share with you guys our caregiving oils and everything that goes with it.
Well, we will jump into the presentation. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And let me make this a little bit larger.
Yay!
Oh, come on. It doesn't want to do what I want to do. Okay, we'll go into full screen mode. There we go. So as we mentioned, this is Caregiver Oils 101, and we'll get started. So move this over here. So first and foremost, anxiety. And so anxiety, as we know, a lot of us have. I have high functioning anxiety, so I know this well. And these 3 oils are tried and trues. So adaptive, serenity, and lavender. And as you're seeing the presentation and you see the D, the T, or the A, the D means that you can diffuse it, which means you can put it into an oil diffuser. T means topical, which means you can put it on your skin topically. And A is all. So you can diffuse it, you can put it on topically, and you can ingest it, which is really awesome. So I will give the best example is right before we started and my anxiety decided to spike. I have my handy dandy adaptive roller, and I rolled that on my pulse points. I took a big deep breath of it, and just to help kick it in even faster, adaptive also comes in a supplement, and I took an adaptive supplement as well. For me personally, the adaptive scent has an amazing scent to it and is very calming and relaxing. It also helps my mother with her anxiety. So she's got a roller always by her bedside. I carry mine in my purse, or if I don't have a purse, it's typically in my pocket, because that is one that I never leave home without it. Let's see here. So the next one is sleep. So we all know that in our daily lives, sleep is a necessity and is an essential to helping us have less stress. It's good for our health. So these 4 oils are very helpful in helping sleep. So copaiba, which again can be used for all, serenity, lavender, and balance. For serenity, there's also a supplement that can be taken as well, which is really awesome having the supplement, just because it can kind of sometimes give you that 1-2 punch of utilizing the oil as well as then taking the supplement. A great place that serenity can go, that is very popular in our house, is on the back of on the spine, down the spine. And then balance is what has such a beautiful grounding scent. So if lavender or serenity some people might think it's a little florally, then balance has a great grounding scent, and can be used throughout the day, anytime. And the nice part with serenity as well, or any of these oils, is that they're not going to have any kind of side effects. So as you're using them, you're not going to feel drowsy or groggy or anything after utilizing them. So this is a great benefit, especially if you're taking a serenity pill or putting it in the diffuser to go to sleep. So that is that. And next is stress. So as we all know, stress is a part of our daily lives, right?
Less stress, please, everyone.
So this little combo here is a powerful combo. Wild orange, which for anyone who likes a citrus scent, or if you love orange, OMG. Wild
I'm gonna
orange.
smell that right now. It
Right.
sounds like and put it in my water.
I put wild orange in my morning coffee. I put it in the diffuser.
Oh yeah.
I have a bottle in my office. I have a bottle in the kitchen.
I have here all in my pocket.
I know, like it's a little bit of everywhere. The King of Kings, and we've all heard about this scent, which is frankincense. And frankincense
So
is an
good.
extremely powerful essential oil. It can do so much, whether it is for de-stressing or grounding. It can help with I like to put it as to help with my little wrinkles around my eyes. And it's just has this beautiful scent, and it's one of my mother's favorites. In fact, my bottle that I'm holding, I borrowed from her for tonight's presentation. And then cedarwood. So cedarwood, it just gives you that great woodsy smell. And again, you can even mix all three of these together in the diffuser,
Mm.
and it would give you such a great scent. And diffusing it just gives you that great aromatherapy. So it's something that you can have in the background when you're not even thinking about it, right? It's something you can put on in the morning, and depending on the length that your diffuser can go, you could go for 4 hours to 8 hours. Sometimes some diffusers go up to 12 hours. And so it can be really, really helpful to have just as a background scent.
De-stress the whole family.
Yes, even the dog.
Yep.
Sadness. So we have our highs and we have our lows. And in those moments of our lows, these are some great oils that you can utilize to help bring you back up. And so we have Breathe, geranium, lime, and peppermint. So for peppermint, you can also put peppermint in your water to help, and it gives you energy. So it's a very uplifting. If peppermint is a little too overwhelming, Breathe has eucalyptus and citrus oils and can give you that same kind of uplifting rush of a scent. Geranium for the ones that love floral scents. And lime, as you know what, I just think all citrus oils help make you happy.
For sure.
And then happiness. So, we have our high days, right? Where we're super happy, or we're needing that happiness kick. And these oils are great additions to have, which is lemon, cheer, peppermint, green mandarin, and citrus bliss. And lemon is one of those oils that is a powerhouse to have. You can utilize it in your tea, you can put it in your water, you can, if you love the smell of lemon and you want to wear it, it has a very uplifting, cheerful scent. And combo I actually like for happiness is, and I know it's not on here, but is lavender and lemon mixed together. It's really a cheerful scent together. Cheer is a great scent, and the cheer touch is really awesome to have handy. So if it's something I love about the roller balls is throwing it in your pocket or your purse. Super easy to take with you, and then it's just pop it off and you can roll it on. If I will have things in my purse and somebody comes in and is like, I need, and I'm like, I've got it, hold on, let me get my roller ball and let them put it on. And citrus bliss, oh, it smells so amazing. I think everyone should have citrus bliss and diffuse that, because that just is a happy blend.
Yes, citrus bliss. And if you don't have it, it was on sale last month, but citrus bloom.
Oh, yes.
So good.
Yes.
The spring blend, so good.
Yes. And then we have denial. So in these moments with hard times, we do have moments of denial of things that are going on in our lives. And these two oils are amazing oils that can help, again, in just assisting us through these emotions. And vetiver is one that we have vetiver touch in our house, and totally love. I think it's an oil that my mom uses a lot, and she uses it not only because she loves the scent of it, but she pairs it with other things. So that scent is one of those things that I can like walk by her room in the evening and I can smell vetiver throughout throughout her bedroom. That's how much she loves it. But two great oils, jasmine, if you again are like a florally scent, can be extremely helpful and pleasing to not only diffusing, but you can put on topically. And then the same with the vetiver, you can ingest it, you can put it on topically, and you can diffuse it. And then,
All right. And I gotta say, jasmine is one of, well, most, if you guys didn't see my video when the Mother's Day trio came out, because it has jasmine and gardenia and neroli, which are three of my favorites. And it's also because with my mom being Hawaiian, those three, mostly obviously the gardenia, if they added plumeria, I would just be in heaven. But gardenia and jasmine, I was like, you get off that plane and you just smell like that's just Hawaii. So if you like those smells, I highly recommend getting like the jasmine. It's I don't know, it just, yeah, it goes well in the denial category because, or sadness or anything, because it just like lifts you right up if you like those florals of jasmine. And I don't know if anybody has jasmine at their house or their like our neighbors has an orange tree and it grows the jasmine petals, but it just smells so good. And whenever I smell it, it just makes me happy. So, okay, I'll stop talking about jasmine. So now we're going to talk about overwhelm, and hopefully you guys can see me because I am going to show you some different ways that I use the oils and other options. But for feeling overwhelmed, you have Aroma Touch, which is the massage blend, which it is so good if you're feeling overwhelmed, to use it on your shoulders. Because it's a massage blend, it has a hint of warmth to it. So you can definitely put it on your shoulders to really help relax you. Tangerine, of course, is citrus. So that will just make you so happy. Serenity, if you're ever feeling overwhelmed when you're trying to go to sleep, that does not help because your mind is just going and going and going. So I use Serenity every single night. For my sleep, I use Serenity, I use lavender, and I use Adaptive. So I'm a little over the top, but I want to go to sleep. So with the Serenity oil, I do put it, I actually put it here right under my palms. And then I also put it in the palm of my hand and rub it together with the Adaptive spray that I put on my pillow. And then I inhale it. Wait. Hi, let me just show you. Well, I'll use my Siberian fir because I like Siberian fir is one of my favorite too. But I just put it in here. I do this. I put it here. And I just inhale that at night. So Serenity, I had the lavender and the Adaptive. I also add lavender to my sleep mask so that it helps to relax my eyes and just kind of helps me like have that soothing smell near my nose. But I also tend to sleep with my hands like this or somewhere on my face. So because I always have those oils on my hand, I constantly smell it, which I'm sure my husband's happy because it keeps me knocked out. And when I remember, we put them in the diffuser. So if I want a good night's sleep, and it's usually every night, every once in a while I forget to put it in the diffuser, but that's how I go to sleep. So a lot of times I can fall asleep on the couch for 5 or 10 minutes and I wake up and I think like I just slept for 50 and I'm trying to go, and he's like, go to bed. But I get to bed and I'm like so awake. So that's why I have to go through that whole thing, because then my mind just starts going. And what is it? I'm feeling overwhelmed. Like there's a lot going on. So I tend to put things on my phone if I'm thinking about, so it's out of my head. But doing those 3 things for me really help. Mandarin, they're so good because they are all, you can diffuse them, but also have topically. So I have the green mandarin, the red mandarin, and the yellow mandarin. The green mandarin, I have a lot of friends that love, this is like their number one thing to put in their water. And it is really good. It is really good. I think also like adding it with some lemon is really good. And if you like the wild orange, but the wild orange is always my favorite. And then Melissa, which is, let me get Melissa, because let's be honest, it's not the cheapest oil, but it works. And it works also for earaches. If you put it behind the ear, it works for tension. So having that overwhelmed feeling, Melissa is like a key ingredient for for that kind of overwhelmed tension that you have. Oh, can I do it? I don't think I can move it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, energy, confusion, and brain fog. I know during COVID, a lot of people went through this, or after COVID. I didn't have COVID, but I know a lot of people that did, and they were talking about energy, confusion, brain fog, or sometimes even when you're just overwhelmed, you get that, or you get knocked down and you don't have your energy, and you just have a lot going on. So frankincense, obviously, the king of oils, is a go-to. Putting it on the back of your neck, the top of your head, or what I do all the time is put it on the roof of my mouth or under my tongue. That is like key to getting clarity in the mind. Frankincense, like use it if you can use it every day. I highly recommend it on the roof of your mouth or under your tongue. Peppermint is my all-time carry everywhere I go. Everywhere. When I say everywhere, it's in my purse, it's in my wallet, it's in my pocket. It's in my husband's car. It's in my car. My mom probably has 20 of them at her house because I have to put it in I have it in the beadlet form. I have it in the oil form. I just have it in every form you can think of. Because if I have a little bit of nervousness or anxiety, I use peppermint. If my husband has an upset stomach, we use peppermint. If we want fresh breath, we use peppermint. So that's why we literally have it in all forms. I also have asthma, and I talk about this all the time. Besides using Breathe, if I wake up and I'm having a little bit of an asthma attack, or like the weather's been crazy, I do have an inhaler. I don't need to use it a lot. But the first thing I go to and my husband will get is my peppermint oil, because that like clears my airways on my chest or in my nose immediately. Same with eucalyptus, but eucalyptus you cannot take internally. So don't take it, just inhale it. Inhale, inhale, inhale eucalyptus, do not take internally. Peppermint you can, and it's great. But I love eucalyptus because I think it has so many benefits, and our new eucalyptus has 5 different forms of eucalyptus. So it's really great. It smells good. It just clears the airways. So to really conquer the giving yourself energy and the brain fog and the confusion, all those together really can help you. Another option that I love is the new Meta Power, and Desiree's gonna laugh because I say it all the time, but I'm gonna call it packets, but it's like sachets. How do you say it? Sachets. If you know how to say it, tell me. I know, but I don't like saying sachets because when I think of a sachet, I think of sachet. So, so yes, yes, gardenia is a great favorite floral. But yes, so if you have the Metapar sachets, I highly recommend them because they have the collagen and everything in there, but I've just noticed it's helped so many people with that brain fog and giving you some more energy. And it also, funny enough, it does, I think, because like it gives you that clarity during the day, and it in the evening you just have a better night's rest. So grief, this one's hard for me because I did have my father pass away in 2019 very suddenly. Grief, I shouldn't say grief, the oil console is my number one for anyone that has gone through any type of grief or loss, because I was given this oil when I was going through it, and it was sent to me by a very, very good friend of mine. And I didn't have it, funny enough, from doTERRA. I had doTERRA oils, but I didn't have Console, because why would I think to get Console? But she sent it to me, and she's amazing, Amy. And I will tell you, if you lose anybody, or if you know somebody that loses someone, or is just going through any type of grief, send this to them, because it is a game changer. So not just because of the name, of course you see it and it helps, but the smell of it is amazing. It smells beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's grounding. It doesn't smell woodsy, but it's grounding. It's like a woodsy, fruity scent. Not fruity. Would you call it fruity? What would you call it? Like a uplifting, like a citrusy, almost citrusy scent. And I can tell you what is in it, I think. Frankincense, patchouli. Ooh, I love patchouli. Ylang ylang, it's so good. Gosh, amaranth, sandalwood. See, that's why I said it's very grounding. Rose, which everybody loves rose, and I think that's all. I probably missed one because I can't see it perfectly, but those combinations, guys, smell so good. And it just is a I'll tell you, it is a comforting blend, and it does comfort. I put it on my wrist, I diffuse it. It is such a great oil. Like, this should be a top oil, because I mean, even if they have like a dog passes away or animal, send this to them. Like, whatever they're going through, send it to them, because it's such a great oil. Like, I can't say it enough. Siberian fir is one of my favorites. I use it on myself. I use it on patients because it not only is a grounding, it is a woodsy scent. It reminds me of Christmas, just like the Douglas fir. So it does bring happiness, but it also helps with your muscles. So that's another thing to think about. And then breathe, always inhaling the oil, diffusing it. But also, if you have this wonderful stick, the Breathe stick, guys, is super cool, and it's super compact. You can take it anywhere you go, but you can just rub it on your chest, under your nose, wherever you need to. And it's great. So breathe, breathe, breathe. Lime, it's citrus, so it wakes you up. Geranium, it is a floral scent, and I am a floral lover, but I'm not gonna lie, that one's not for me. It just has a smell that I can't, I'll diffuse it in, like, I'll mix geranium with stuff and I like it, but by itself, it's a little pungent for me. But I love floral scents, so, but those, again, some of my favorites, mostly Console and Siberian fir and Breathe. Anger, well, we all go through points of anger. If you've ever gone through a death in your immediate family, then you tend to get a lot of anger sometimes. But again, speaking of my wonderful friend Amy, along with Console, she must have known that sooner or later I was going to need the Forgive blend. So the Forgive blend, it helped me with two things. It's an okay smell. It's not my favorite, but it is, it's growing on me. It's citrusy. It has juniper berry in it. It has, oh my gosh, I cannot see, myrrh, thyme, citronella, and it's kind of woodsy, kind of not. But actually it's smelling better to me now than before. But what really this helped me with is just reading the bottle and seeing the word forgive on it. That helped me when I used to have my oils on the other side of the room here, and I used to walk out every day and see this, or I also started carrying it around with me. It helped me to really just remember to forgive and let go of the anger and just forgive. Cardamom, I like that, and I also cook with it, or I bake with it, I should say. I bake with it. Thyme, geranium again. Ylang ylang is one of my favorites, mostly during the summer. And then, of course, everybody knows I love Siberian fir because of the grounding blend, and it reminds me of Christmas.
Oh, just kidding.
You're all, good job.
I'm like, good.
And we kept this one for last because I know that Malama fits with everything that Hope Tree Village is about. Because being a caregiver to anybody who's a caregiver, you have that nurturing, what is it? Not emotion, but you have that nurturing inside of you, because it does take a lot to care for someone. So the Malama, besides the fact it is a Hawaiian blend, so it really touches my heart because my mom is Hawaiian. It's their nurturing blend, and it smells stinking delicious. Like, so it's such a great scent. Diffuse it anytime, no matter what. If you're sleepy, if you're happy, if you're angry, if you're overwhelmed, whatever you are, I think that this blend really can help you in any way, shape, or form. So Malama means to care for, tend, preserve, and protect. Honoring Malama, doTERRA has partnered with the Keala Kekua, Mom, please say that for me, Mountain Reserve, home to the largest reforestation effort in Hawaii's history. It's also where we source Nioli wood and, oh, yes, the Hawaii, which is also a grounding blend. And also, if you're going through, any anger or grief, or sometimes you need to just, and use balance, but if you just need to really ground yourself, this is another great one, Iliahi, the Hawaiian sandalwood. So Malama and this are completely two different scents. This is very woodsy. This is very citrusy and has a lot of greatness in it. But Malama is a beautiful, beautiful blend. And you can use it for any time. So that's Malama. One person caring about another represents life's greatest value. Yeah, I love that
quote. Oh, yeah.
So guys, as I mentioned, if you haven't yet, in the chat, if you can put whether you're on Facebook or Zoom, if you are okay with putting it in the chat, give us your email address. We have this reference guide in a postcard size. Well, you wouldn't be sent it, but we can email it over to you. And that way you have everything we went through. So again, you can put it in the chat, or DM us, or you can send it to info@hopetreevillage.com. Actually, I'll put it in the chats. And that way we can send you the information.
Yes.
But before we go, we wanted to also go through arthritis.
Yes.
All right. Arthritis, and both of our moms do have arthritis. So there's a lot of different ways you can deal with arthritis, and different ways you can help arthritis. For my mom in particular, she does take turmeric every day. She has the turmeric capsules, but what she also does, if she runs out of the capsules before her next order is coming up, and we did this actually for a long time, is she had the turmeric oil, and she added the drops to her, to her veggie capsules. So that's an option as well. She does that every day. The deep blue capsules you can take daily too, but I do recommend, like my husband takes turmeric every day. It just helps a lot with inflammation. So with arthritis, it's a lot of inflammation, so that turmeric helps. But when we do remember to go over and do this on her knees, and we try to do as much as we can, even though sometimes she doesn't like when I do it, because around the knee, not on top of the knee, but around it, I use the percussion gun, and I just go around it to kind of loosen the muscles. And then after that, we will use, I'll put on the deep blue lotion or stick. I can't put deep blue oil straight on her because her skin is very sensitive. So usually we use the lotion or the stick, and then I'll follow that up with either Siberian fir or cypress, wintergreen. Usually I put lavender in it, copaiba, and aroma touch, because all those are warm blends and they really help with the muscles. Mostly that Siberian fir and cypress and that wintergreen, they help with the muscles to just kind of not make them so tight. And then of course, deep blue helps with everything. So those are just some of the items that I use on my mom for the arthritis in her legs.
Yes. And you know what, guys, pretty much, my mom uses the same things because arthritis is one of the newest additions to the ailments that she has. And the interesting fact that we had learned as we've been doing these more educational things, and is that I thought, prior to learning more about turmeric essential oil, is that just having the spice and putting that into my mom's diet, that it would help. But the bioavailability is not as potent, and the spice is not as potent as the turmeric essential oil is. So, that's just one of those factors to always think about, right? Is that the way that essential oils are made and distilled is that it is so potent, and where they can extract the resin or the oil from can make it so much stronger, and your body can absorb it so much better. So that's where that essential oil can be really amazing. And then the supplement is awesome as well. And I know whenever my mom gets low, like right now she's low and she's like, I need more. And I'm like, well, we have the backup just in case. And then we cook with it as well, which, is pretty awesome. And one thing, in regards to anything that we say that we've noted that says all, is that on the back of the bottle, it's going to have supplement facts. And that's when it's something that you can digest. Without those supplement facts, that means no.
Yes. Do not ingest if there is no supplement fact.
Yes. doTERRA would not forget to put it on, and they would put it on. So but yeah, definitely make sure. And and deep blue is awesome. And this is, I call it the time, like, it's mighty. It's in this little bottle. It's small but mighty. But the stick helps in so many ways. Because I also use it on my daughter for her growing pains, and it has been essential to anytime she's having growing pains, that this is rolled on to her legs, and has helped so much.
Yeah. And with the deep blue stick, guys, the nice part about it is that it already has copaiba in it. So if you do use the copaiba oil, which of course you can still use it in addition to that, but it already has it in it. So if you're traveling, or if you're on the go, or if you don't want to be messy with the oil or the lotion, the stick is really easy, and it has a deep blue in it as well as the copaiba. And if you were wondering how many drops are in a bottle, so I'm going to start with this little pretty guy. I don't know if you could see it. This is the 5 ml bottles. There is 85 drops in the 5 ml bottles. In the 15 ml bottles, the bigger guys, there is 250 drops in here. So it tells you how long these things last. They last a long time. And last but not least, these wonderful touch or roll-ons. There is 170 drops in there. It is diluted with coconut water, but there's still 170 drops in there. So with the dilution, it can go a long way. So if you have anybody with sensitive skin or anything like that, that's really nice to help, because you have that carrier oil in it. In this case, it is a fractionated coconut oil. And I am holding up Magnolia, because Magnolia is another oil that I love. It smells really good, but it does help me. I use this one when I'm in the car. It's similar to lavender. If you get any type of anxiety or anxiousness or nervousness or something like that, I like to use Malama, and I just put Magnolia, and I just roll it right over my heart or chest area to kind of calm everything down. But Magnolia works for me the same as how I would use lavender to kind of calm me down. So yeah, that's that. But that's how many drops are in a bottle.
And the nice part too is when you're looking at the, I don't know what to call it, the unadulterated
Unadulterated
of the oil, is that from this you can make your own roller ball, and you can make it into a spray, and you can have versatility of how you can use it. And there's tons of recipes to take it and utilize it in a multitude of ways.
Yes.
So
How did I lose Zoom?
you lost Zoom?
Just like, oh no, okay, there we are. Now we're back. I just saw like a little square and I'm like, how come it's not coming back?
Well, we thank you guys so much for joining us. And if you have any comments or want to share anything, please put it in the chat for us to read and we can read it out loud. If you have any comments afterwards or questions, you can always email us at info@hopetreevillage.com or DM us if you're on Facebook. And our Facebook page does have also our email address, so you can just click the contact button. But we appreciate you guys spending this time with us, and we hope that you enjoyed this and that you get. If you don't have any of these oils, let us know. And if you needed help in ordering or have questions in regards to them, know that we are just a phone call, text, or email away.
Yes, and we will definitely thank you guys for joining us, and we'll update you for other classes we're gonna have on oils or our wellness. We love doing virtual wellness sessions. We have one at the end of every month. We've done everything from when we do our yoga and dancing with Jane Fonda. We always start with a little meditation and oils. And one time we did where we did face masks, meditation, and tea with the oils. So there's so many, and even cocktails. So there's a lot of things we are going to do, and we're going to share it with you guys what we do monthly. But thank you so much. And if you are a caregiver or know of a caregiver that needs any wellness in their life, contact us. We would be so happy to help them.
Yes, absolutely. And this replay will be on our YouTube as well as our blog. So stay tuned for that.
And Facebook.
Oh, and Facebook. Yes.
Thank you guys for joining. Bye, Facebook folks.
Bye. Thank you guys.